Hey guys, it's Ray William Johnson here with another crazy deck unboxing. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to be looking through a deck of cards today that I'm sure you guys would love to see me open. And in a sense of irony here and a little bit of a M. Night Shyamalan twist, I thought I would review and unbox the At the Table playing cards. But I wouldn't use a table. So we're going to be looking at the At the Table live lecture series playing cards today. As you can see, they're mint condition. They're wrapped in the my favorite part of any box, which is the cellophane. Oh boy, I can't wait to talk about these cards. All right, so let's just take a look around. We have this might actually be the tightest cellophane on any deck that I've ever seen up to date here. So we have a very taut, very strong, even though the box is a white box. You know, you would think that it would be tighter with a black box. This is a very nice pattern we have on here, and the cellophane really clings onto the cardboard of the box really well. You can see that on the top layer over here. The cellophane really clings really well to the top. Right on the side here, you notice that the cellophane, again, is very tight. You can't even, you can almost barely tell that it's there, right? On the bottom, you notice that there's a little bit of notches here, I guess, right? I guess that comes from the shrinking of the cellophane. Let's just get a little bit of a light on here. You notice that there's you see it? Do you guys see it better? I'm trying to up the production value here, so could you guys see it? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The fuck bouncing off what am I, Peter McKinnon? Bouncing light off walls? Fuck that. Here's a little notches that I was speaking about. You see from the shrinking of the cellophane. On this side, very nice, very nicely taut. So, you know, I really enjoy the attention that people are putting to the actual preservation of these cards. Usually, you don't see that a lot. You usually see that deck manufacturers don't really care about the preservation of playing cards. They just, you know, want to... They just want to mass-produce cards as fast as possible. So let's get these cards out of the cellophane here real quick. Oh boy, this is actually very hard to do. Let me just... man, you know, it's kind of interesting, the attention that Murphy's is putting to the actual playing cards themselves and the preservation, as I mentioned earlier. Because usually playing card companies don't really care about that preservation. All they do is that they want to... be able to kind of ship out and care more about the actual, more about the manufacturing cost than about the customer. So let's just get these, let's get these open here. Make sure to get the cellophane out. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's good enough. So, you know, it's kind of interesting. I like the way Murphy's is going about it. God damn it. So I like the way Murphy's is going about it. Murphy's is going about it in a really nice and interesting way. They're really not out for themselves, right? They're out for the actual, they're out for the customer. They're out for the mentality of the customer, which I particularly like. So let's just get these cards open here and make sure that we're going to be able to check out these cards and see how good the cards are. Let's just get the cellophane. Let's just get the cellophane out of here, and then we'll be able to check these cards and see if they're fucking they're nice, if they're good cards. So far, I'm guessing they're gonna be really nice just by the quality of the box here. So let's just take a look around at the box and see what we have here, guys. We have the top here doesn't really have anything. Usually has some sort of inspirational message. The side here, it says Murphy's Playing Card Company. Haha, Murphy's. Good job, guys. You guys are doing an excellent job when it comes to the, at least so far, the wrapping of the decks. So I want to see if you guys could kind of catch that up with the inside of the deck. So Murphy's Magic. Good job. You guys could get this deck at any Murphy's licensed dealer. And we have the M, I guess, for Murphy's. Murphy's Magic, right? You have a big M, and then you have a smaller M right there. So Murphy's Magic, right? It makes sense. On the side here, oh, did I? Oh, it's the same side. I'm pranking myself. That's kind of weird. They have a little bit of a, sort of like a little plastic residue here on the side. That's kind of weird, right? Murphy's. I can't even read the, see that? I can't even read it because there's some sort of mark on it. Man, you know, you try your best with these to really give the manufacturers credit here, but you know, they have these little things and you can't really ignore those little marks, right? You can't really ignore those. So here we have manufactured by the United States Playing Card Company, Erlanger, Kentucky, 41018, made in the United States. That's good, guys. You get the assertive quality and the promise that these cards were not made, you know, overseas by young little Asian hands. They were made here in the United States by young Asian hands. So, you know, you could live assured that they're here in the United States. And I almost forgot the front and the back here. Man, you gotta, you know, you get all riled up in the sides. You almost forget the front here. So at the front, it says at the table, right? Remember, I made the joke that we're no longer at the table, right? I wanted to do this without a table. And then we have at the table, finest quality playing cards. We'll see about that. We'll see. On the back here, it's, I imagine the pattern that's going to be present in the cards. And it says at the table, live lecture series right over here. Very nice so far. Let's open up the flap here. Thank you guys, by the way. I noticed that a lot of the decks are these side flaps. Not a big fan of those. No, not a big fan of those. I'm a bigger fan of these, the classic. However, I'm not a fan of the no sticker. Definitely not a fan of the no sticker, guys. You guys are going for this no sticker policy, and honestly, I'm not a huge fan of that. But we'll just, you know, we'll let bygones be bygones. We'll check the quality of the playing cards and see if that has any sort of effect here. And we have a little bit of a logo on the flaps here. So we have M here, and M over here. That's kind of cool, right, guys? That's cool. So on the back, obviously, there's nothing. I have yet to see a card manufacturer put a little design on the back here. So let's take the cards out of the box here real quick, and let's just take a look at the inside of the box. So guys, we have a nice natural box here. As you can see, there's a little bit of marks here, little scuff marks. I guess that's a quality error. You know, it's fine. They're shooting out like thousands of these decks, and they're selling millions. So it's you know, it's inevitable that you're gonna have a deck that's not exactly of the top best quality here, but you know, we see the inside, and we have the two little flaps, right? We have the two little flaps on the inside, my favorite little flaps. Those are the ones that hold the box in place there. So those are kind of interesting that they kept with that. And again, we'll have a little bit of a puppet show here, right? A little bit of a puppet show. Hey guys, you should subscribe. Subscribe to Pig Cake. He really means it. You should definitely subscribe. If you don't subscribe, I will find you and fucking kill everyone that you love. Ha 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 ha. That's kind of cool, right? The box does a little bit of ventriloquism, but that's it. That's what we have in the box here. Again, apart from the glaring manufacturing defects, I gotta say, good job on the box, guys. You guys did a great job. Now let's look at the star of the show. The star of the show here, guys, is the cards themselves. So we're gonna take a look at these cards. I'm not cheating. This is a chair. It's not a table. So I'm still with the joke, right? I'm still gonna keep the joke here. So here we have the Joker, which is the first card. Right, we notice that there's a Joker, and there's a Joker on this side, right? And then in the middle, it says, at the table, live lecture series. I guess this is in reference to the lecture series that they have. That'd be interesting to have a Pig Cake live lecture series, right? I wonder how I do that. But here we have the Joker, and then over here we have an identical Joker. Very nice, very nice. You have two Jokers, two of the same Jokers. And now we have the cards here. Let's take a look at the cards, guys. This is my favorite part of every video, where we get to look at each and every single card in excruciating detail. So here we have the bicycle, right? That's cool. Bicycle. B-I-C-Y-C-L-E. There's a little R there. The little R is always cool, right? You have the little R. Then it's the 808. Another little R, if you notice. Let's see the autofocus here. Oh, my God. Great job, Canon. Please send me shit, Canon. You guys are always doing an excellent job. I always talk so much good stuff about you guys. There's a spade, right? A female in the middle. You know, again, we're trying to be equal here. Equal rights, equal pay, equal rights, right? Hashtag. And then there's another R there. You know, they really want to make sure that if you duplicate any of these logos, they're going to send the lawyers after you, right? Can't avoid them. Can't avoid the lawyers. Here it says the United States Playing Card Company, made in the United States of America. Again, very nice, very good. I appreciate the fact that we're sticking to home-based companies here. You know, then we have the two of spades. There's a spade over here. There's a spade over here. The black ink used on this, I would say, is equal to about a 47 in terms of HP ink. If you guys are familiar with inks, it would be a 42, like a 42 shade. So that's kind of cool that they used a 42 shade on this. There's a spade over here and a spade over here, because this is the two of spades. So that's interesting. Here's a 3 of spades, once again, because there are 3 spades, right? Because it's representing the 3 of spades. And notice that this spade is facing up, this spade is facing up, and then this spade is now also facing up. But if we do it over here, it's now facing down because it's printed that way. You know, that's cool. That's a little bit of an Easter egg. You know, you guys are always looking for Easter eggs. Here's an Easter egg. Then there's a 4 of spades. There are 4 spades. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 spades. 5 of spades. There are 5 spades. There's one there. There's one there. There's one there. There's one there. And there's one there. 5 spades. That's cool. 6 spades. There are 6 spades. This card is representing, of course, the 6 of spades. Yeah, you guys are good. You guys are good. I want to make sure that this is as interactive as possible. 7 of spades. That's cool. 7 of spades, right? That's really cool. Leave in the comment below, guys. What do you think is after the 7 of spades? Leave in the comment below. What do you guys think is underneath the 7 of spades? You guys left your comment? That's great. It's actually the 8 of spades. It's the 8 of spades. That's cool. That's fairly interesting that it's the 8 of spades. Usually, you know, they reserve it for other cards, but this time it's the 8 of spades. So if you guys put that in the comments, just know that you have a little bit of a correct, you know, you're correct for once in your side life. So here's the 8 of spades. Then there's a 9 of spades. Then there's a 10 of spades. Then there's the Jack of spades. Ooh, look at that. There's kind of a little bit of a greenish hue, right? They're trying to go for some Incredible Hulk sort of colors here. You notice that it's green and black. The green, I would say, is a 6. You know, if you guys are familiar with HP ink, this would be a 6. And then the black, of course, they're going for the 42. So it's a nice combination of 6 and 42s here. That's fairly cool. Again, on the Queen of Spades, you know, I don't like to dabble in the women as much as the court, the real stars of the show here, the King of Spades and the Jack of Spades, and the Jacks and Kings. There's a king, guys, holding a nice little sword. You know, again, we're trying to keep this PG, so I'm not going to tell you guys what the sword is used for. Then we have the Ace of Diamonds. Wow, look at that. That's not really that. It's not really red, right? It's more dark than red. If we compare it to you know, the hue of a black card here, you know, they're going for a little bit darker of a red. So, you know, it's interesting because, you know, the idea of diversity is now spreading to playing cards. Usually we have this clear-cut separation between black cards and red cards, and, you know, the black cards go in the back and the red cards go in the front. They only go in the front when there's no space. And now you have that the red cards are looking more like the black cards. That's cool. You know, that's interesting. So there's the Ace of Diamonds, 2 of Diamonds. There's the 3 of Diamonds. There's the 4 of Diamonds. There's a 5 of Diamonds. You guys should leave a comment. Actually, you should like this video. If you guys like the 5 of Diamonds, you guys should like this video. You know, so if you like the 5 of Diamonds, you should like this video. Actually, if you like any playing cards, like this video, because then that tricks the algorithm into thinking that more people actually watch this than they actually do. So you guys should do that. Go ahead. We have the 6 of Diamonds. We have the 7 of Diamonds. We have the 8 of Diamonds. We have the 9 of Diamonds. We have the 10 of Diamonds. That's cool. Fairly cool. We have the Jack of Diamonds. Look at that. Cool. Jack of Diamonds, right, guys? That's interesting. We have the Queen of Diamonds. We have the King of Diamonds. Then we have the King of Clubs. You guys notice that, you know, when it gets to the Queen, they change, right? So now instead of having an ace here, it's a King of Clubs. So these are what I like to call the kissing kings. These are the 2 kings that kiss. So on top of the fact that they're going for diversity in terms of color, they're actually going to, you know, for diversity in terms of preference. So here's the king, and then now we have the queen. You know, the queen's always behind the king, and then we have the jack. You know, the jack's just watching the whole thing, the whole thing take place. Grabbing his rod there. You know, grabbing his rod, guys. We have the 10 of clubs. We have the 9 of clubs, right? 9 of clubs. We have the 8 of clubs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 24, actually, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So this is actually the 30 of clubs because there are 30 clubs. 30 clubs. So there's a 7, the 7 of clubs. There's the 6 of clubs. This is how the 5 looks like. Let me fix that. There you go. There is the 4 of clubs. There is the 3 of clubs. Over here is the 2 of clubs. Very nice looking 2 of clubs. We have the ace of clubs. And finally, we have the hearts. So here we have the dark, the dark heart here. It's about a 7, I would say, in terms of HP color, Hewlett Packard color. So that's a king. Over here we have the queen of hearts. Over here we have the jack of clubs. Hearts. Haha. Oh boy, man. I pranked myself, guys. I'm pranking myself all the time here. We have the 10 of hearts. 10 of hearts. 9 of hearts. We have the 8 of hearts. 8 of hearts. That's cool. We have the 7 of hearts. The 6 of hearts. Cool. Cool. That's very nice. We have the 5 of hearts. We have the 4 of hearts. We have the 3 of hearts. The 2 of hearts. The ace of hearts. Very nice. Very nice. And then lastly, we have we have a couple little advertisers here. So here it says, join us every week, live with the biggest names in Magic. See the lineup. See the lineup at murphysmagic.com / at the table. At the table. And over here it says at the table. A little bit of a repetition there, live lecture series. Get 4 lectures for the price of 2. Get a VIP membership at your local, favorite Magic dealer, guys. So favorite Magic dealer, make sure to get your thing on. So the cards are really nice. Let's take a look at the back of the cards. So the back of the cards, you notice that there are a little bit of a green pattern here. There's also little diamonds in between. So it actually says at, right? If you notice, there's like a bunch that say at. And I imagine the inside, the little diamonds representing a table, right? So it's like at the table. Haha. And it's the same on this card as it is on this card. You notice? So they all say at. So let's actually see how many tables they have here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, that's 34, that's 35, that's 36, that's 37, that's 38, that's 39, that's 40, that's 41, 42, 43, 44, 44, what comes after 4? 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, that's 50, that's 51, that's 52, that's 53, that's 54. That's a lot of tables, guys. That's 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. That's 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65. 65. That's 66, 67, 68, 69. Haha, 69. 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79. 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92. 92. Guys, there are 92 individual tables in the back of this card representing the at the table sort of idea here. So that's cool. That's kind of an interesting little tidbit they have here. So definitely the back. The cards also feel really nice. They feel really good. Again, I used to give one of these tests, right? Old fans would know the skin test. These feel really nice in terms of skin feel. Let's check how good these cards actually are in terms of quality, because you want to stress test these cards as to things that they're gonna, way that they're gonna be in the actual environment. So in the environment, you don't know what you're gonna see, right? You might see someone with a lighter, someone with a cigarette, somebody with so you need to stress test these cards and see how they're gonna fare, right? These are good so far. They're good. Little bit, you know what? I spoke too soon. I really spoke too soon. Oh boy. Yeah, I spoke too soon. The cards actually, they don't do very well against just a rudimentary stress test. They don't do well at all. You guys can see the char marks on that, right? You guys can see the char marks on that. Let's get that in focus. Canon. There you go. You see the char marks? Yeah, that's just from a basic rudimentary little bit of a test here, and you see that they actually, there's 2 layers, so the cards are, they peel really easily. Let's just try it again here, see if there's anything of redemption here, because you know you want to give these cards a fair shot. So let's see if they let's see how well they do here. All right, okay, that burnt my burnt my finger a little bit, right? Oh man, see, look guys, look, for sure these cards don't do well. I gotta say, the stress tests on these cards haven't fared well. Oh man, you know, I really want to give these cards a phenomenal review, but based on this, I can't say that I recommend these cards for actual practical use in terms of you know, ordinary situations, because you never know when you're gonna be in the bar and somebody says, "Hey man, show me a card trick," but before that, let me just light these cards on fire. You never know. That's a very practical and a realistic situation that might happen. So these cards will not do well in that situation, guys. So if you're ever at a bar and you know you run into ordinary spectators, make sure that you don't use these cards. Use like a tally ho deck or something, you know. So yeah, I gotta say, for stress, they're not that good, but for you know, overall, just quality vegan aesthetics, I gotta say they're really good in terms of the way they spread, the way they feel. They spread nice, they feel nice, you know, they bend really easily. You could do all your favorite tricks with these cards. So you could show a joker, you could put it on the bottom, snap your fingers, and the joker comes to the top. You could do whatever little tricks you guys want that you learn wherever it is that you wanted. But apart from that, I gotta say that's a good quality deck, guys. Murphy's, you guys killed it again. If I had to review these, I'd have to give it a 1 illusionist artifact coin out of 1. 1 illusionist artifact coin out of 1. Good job, guys. Great job. You guys did an excellent job with this deck. Apart from the just, you know, the stress test. But yeah, good job, guys. So remember, guys, my PO box is open. If you ever want to send me some good hot things to unbox, I'll gladly unbox them on camera. And you know, make sure that everyone knows you, everyone in the world. Well, I'm gonna go figure out different ways to use a shoe to keep track of my allowance. When I see you again, 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 when I see you again.